What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Today we're going to be looking at the Hot Toys Star Wars MMS 369 Yoda figure. There's a look at Yoda on the box there. Nothing on the side, little Star Wars logo. There's a look at the back. You can pause if you want to take a look at it. Nothing there. Let's open it up. Oh, wow, there it is. Alright. That's some cool arty Yoda right there. Looks really sweet. This is his Empire Strikes Back version, obviously. And there's a look at Yoda in the packaging right there. Alright, we'll come back in a sec and we'll have Yoda out of the packaging. Alright guys, here's a look at all the accessories you get with Master Yoda here. You get this, it's like a case sort of thing. It's like some of the luggage that Luke has, basically. In Empire Strikes Back, that he has out of his X-Wing. There's that. And I believe this is like the necklace sort of thing that he wears around his neck in the film. I don't know exactly what it is or what's in it or anything like that, but I'm sure there's a page on Wikipedia about telling you what it's all about. Alright. Then this is the light he fights R2-D2 over and he wins. And Luke just says, the hell with it, give it to him. Does not light up though. Does not light up. Look at the detail in the bottom there. All scruffed up and dirty. It's awesome. Then you get his famous cane here. Take a look at that. Alright. Then you get some extra pegs for his hands. And then you get this lamp here that was on top of the, I'm pretty sure it was like this on the thing in the movie, and it actually lights up. You got to put two little batteries in the bottom there. You unscrew it. You have to have a tiny screwdriver to get that off, but it lights up. I'll turn this light off here. Almost like you get a better look at the light a little bit. It's really bright. I do notice that, but the detail on it is great. As you would expect from Hot Toys. Highly detailed. Yep. Let's turn it off. Don't want to wear the batteries out too much. Alright, here's a look at the alternate head scopes. So you can either have a dead Yoda, a sleeping Yoda, or a using the Force Yoda. So if they ever come out with the Return of the Jedi Luke, you can have like a little setup where he's next to dead Yoda here. I know it's morbid, but you can do it. But look at him. Look at the detail on it, though. Look at the detail on this head sculpt. It's amazing. Look at that. And it has actual, like, hair, flocked hair in there, which is awesome. Usually they have sculpted hair, but, I think on this one, it can be kind of iffy with the flocked hair. It can a lot of times generally look terrible and, like, have, be hard to deal with and, to keep, looking manageable and stuff. Basically, like, you gotta put like hair gel in and stuff. Like, I've heard of people having to put like hair gel in their Black Widow figures to keep the hair manageable. So here it looks good. Here, look at the top of his head. Again, great detail from Hot Toys. Look how good that looks. I just cannot get over how good that looks. Looks so good. And this is good. I mean, for production, look at how good this looks. Because sometimes the production heads from Hot Toys, they don't always, look the greatest. But, this one looks great. This one looks as good as the prototype. And then you get a couple pair of hands. I'm sure like one of them's for holding the cane and stuff like that. So, alright, we'll get the figure out of the box and we'll take a look at them. Alright guys, I actually forgot to talk about the base you get with it. So you get this base. This part comes separate here, the tree, and these little plastic pieces come separately, and then you get a couple rocks to have it look like he's using the Force. You can move them around to have them facing any which way, I think. But I think this way looks good. You put him in the middle of the thing here, and it looks like he's using the Force. So pretty good. All right, guys. Here's a look at Yoda out of the packaging, and I think he looks really great. he's definitely smaller. He's 1/6 scale, but he's definitely smaller than a lot of the other Hot Toys figures. And you know, it's amazing even at this smaller scale, like this smaller figure, like the amount of detail that Hot Toys can get into a figure is really great. There's a lot of great attention to detail to his outfit and stuff like that, which we'll get into. And again, his head sculpt is just great. Like the head sculpt, this was one of the best head sculpts I've ever seen Hot Toys do. So we're gonna pull him off right now, and we can get a better look at him. And just take a look at that head sculpt, man. Just look at the detail in the head sculpt. It's amazing. You just don't get better than Hot Toys, do you, for head sculpts? And looks like he's got some sort of like different coloration or dirt or something. I don't know, like what they have on the top of the head here. If you can see it in between the crevices and the creases of the head, it's like a brownish color. I don't know if it was just something that, you know, some sort of color variation that, you know, was caused by the latex in the mask when the paint hit it or something like that. You know, this was done in the 80s, so it's like, you know, it could have been something with that. You can see it all through his face. But I wonder if it's like supposed to be like kind of like the dirt from being on a Dagobah or something like that. But man, it just looks good. And then of course like the flocked hair. Like the flocked hair looks really good. Looks really, really good. I'm really impressed. And then the outfit is great. Just a nice sort of light fabric on the cloak here. It's like hanging down a little bit here. You can see. Just some great details on it. And the belt too. Belt's looking good too. There's a little bit of wear on the belt too, if you can see it here. Trying to make it so you can see the belt a little bit. Hopefully you can see there's like there's some dirt and stuff on it. It looks a little messed up, which I like. You know, guys know I like that. And there's a little bit of a hole there. Some wear where this belt might, over time, like wear into his cloak. That's so cool. Look at that. That's so cool. Great detailing. And there's some holes here where Yoda had holes in his cloak here. Right there's a big one. And take a look at his undercloak. And, you know, another thing is like the coloring down here. There's some variances in the color. Like this is a bit dark right here, and this is lighter right here. I'm sure you can see that. You know, it's lighter here, dark here. Like they gave it sort of a very subtle sort of weathering effect, which I think is nice. And you're definitely not going to get other than Hot Toys. So, and here's a look at his robe underneath. This is a standard robe. I thought this was, at least in the prequels, I thought this was like his outfit, not a cloak, like a kind of like a suit. But you know, maybe because of the hot weather, he likes a little air up his skirt. And then we'll take a look at his his body. This is a brand new body, specifically developed. But you can see there's a lot of great articulation in it. Look at that. You can see his little Yoda chest. You see that? He's got like a little Yoda chest. But, you know, he's got ab crunch. Really great articulation on it. I'm glad they, you know, developed a newer body. I wonder how far up that goes. The Yoda chest. Oh, go up there. I wonder why they did that. I mean, maybe they're assuming you're going to pull it down up here. That's crazy. Like, you'll never see that, but they did that. That's so cool. It's pretty good. So, as you can tell, you know, the articulation is really good. You know, especially, you know, Hot Toys generally is great on articulation. So you can put his arms up here. And then he's got, let's pull his arm up here. So he's got bicep swivel. Does he have bicep? No, it looks like a kind of a combination between a bicep and a forearm swivel. No, maybe not even a forearm swivel. His arm is so short, it's kind of hard to tell, but it's still pretty good. Really great articulation on it. And again, like I was saying, he has an ab crunch, torso swivel, and then thigh swivel. And then, ooh, ankle pivot, yep. Very subtle, but there is ankle pivot. Very subtle. I don't know. Actually, you know what? I think it only goes up forward. But, hold on, let me see. Yeah, it only goes forward. It's kind of hard to, like, yeah, doesn't look like there's ankle pivot this way. No, it's kind of weird because, like, it's such a small foot. But I don't see, like, this being, because there's such good articulation in the legs here. Like, and because it's a flat foot the way it is, it's a bit weird. It'd be weird to put our ankle pivot in it because you can't articulate the front of the feet or the toes. So, like, I don't even think there would be a benefit if they put ankle pivot in this, because I think it would just be too hard to, you know, because there's no toe articulation. Like, you really can't do anything as far as that goes. So, yeah. I'll get him back up, and then I'll give you my final verdict here. Alright, guys, I gotta say, I really love this figure. I think it's done very well. I think Hot Toys did a great job on it. I don't think you could ever ask for probably a better Yoda figure, other than maybe the life-size Sideshow Collectibles one, which is, like, crazy expensive. I think it's like $5 or $6 grand. But I definitely think for this scale, like, no one can, this is like probably next to the Sideshow life size, this is the best Yoda figure out there right now. I think if you're a huge Star Wars fan, I think you should definitely pick this up, as it's not too expensive. I think it's probably I think it's $199 currently on Big Bad Toy Store, and I think at Sideshow it's the same thing. So I definitely recommend you pick this up, and I'm going to give this figure 4 stars out of 5. I definitely highly recommend this figure for you guys. Alright, guys, give me a like if you liked this video, and subscribe down below if you want to check out more of my reviews. And thanks for watching this video, and have a great day.